What in tarnation?
Howdy folks, this is Apple Geek. Welcome to my first full season of reactions for My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. The hiatus is officially over. This is Season 6, Episodes 1 and 2, The Crystalling. Here's what I know so far, which isn't much. I know about Flurry Heart. That was too hard to avoid. I know Starlight's going to be a main focus. To what extent, I have no idea. But I have not watched any of the other promo clips that have been available. I've managed to avoid them. And basically the only other thing that I know about is just hints of stuff I've gotten from seeing new artwork on DeviantArt and such like that. So apparently Starlight's got a new hairdo for some reason, or a main style. Don't know why. Hopefully we find out something about that other than just seeing it. But anyway, that's basically all I got on this. So yeah, I can't wait to get this started, so I am just going to get right to it. The Crystalling, Episode 1, starting now.
Okay, library.
Starlight right away!
Where did they put the library?
And the new main style right away. I like it.
This castle looked a lot smaller from the outside.
Wait, is it a TARDIS?
Morning, Starlight.
What?
Hi, Spike.
Sorry, Spike. I guess I'm still trying to find my way around. You don't happen to know where the library is, do you?
Next door on the left.
Oh.
That was convenient.
Acceptance. Altruism?
Hey, Twilight.
Starlight, good morning. Come in. Sorry I'm late. I got a little turned around. I still can't believe you're letting me stay here as your pupil after everything I did.
There it is.
Well,
confirmation.
I don't want to dwell on the past, and neither should you. The castle is your home now, and as far as being my pupil goes, I was just trying to figure out what your first friendship lesson should be.
Oh, well, it looks like you're really narrowing it down.
Oh, these are just the A's. After this, I move on to the B's.
Oh, Starlight, you got some. Oh, you got some lessons to get through there. Okay, old theme song. What are the new sequences? I'm not seeing anything. Okay, well, they got the Q marks at least on the CMC, but. Oh, okay, Starlight's in there now in the photo. Okay, that's about all I saw that was different. Oh, I'm so nervous-sighted.
I know I'm just learning about friendship, but I didn't think there were this many lessons
Josh
for
Haber.
anything. How do we choose?
Maybe I should pare things down a bit before we go through.
You think?
Why don't you join the others in the throne room? They're planning our trip to the Crystal Empire when Shining Armor and Princess Cadence have their baby.
Throne room. Got it.
Yeah, where's that again?
Which one is the throne room?
Well, I think we should leave ASAP. I don't want to miss the crystalling. But, shouldn't we wait for the invitation?
Crystal.
Frankly, I'm not exactly clear on all the customs and traditions of the Crystal Empire, especially when it comes to a crystalling.
What's a crystalling?
Well, that's
For when
just
Paul
it,
was born
darling.
or something.
Princess Cadence and Shining Armor's baby is due any day, and we're still not sure. The Crystal Empire was gone for 1,000 years. A lot of their customs are a bit murky.
We know it's got something to do with the new baby.
And a party! And the Crystal Heart. And a party! And
Of
some
course.
kind of cool energy.
And a party.
It's not hard to understand. Most things in the Crystal Empire aren't. Like how I'm a big hero there, for example.
We really doing this again? Look at Rarity's face.
Plus, I've had to help Twilight do a lot of research on crystallings. Whenever a baby is born in the Crystal Empire, the parents bring it before the Crystal Heart. They get the purest shard of crystal they can find, then pick a crystaller to present the baby to every pony who comes. Then they all share the light and joy they feel, feeding it into the crystal that joins with the heart and increases its power. And this is going to be a royal crystalling, so pretty much the whole empire will show up. That hasn't happened in a millennium.
Should I be concerned that those etchings
What
are
do you
all
mean it
look
increases the
exactly
Crystal
like
Heart's
Shining Armor and
power?
Cadence and
The
everyone?
energy it uses to protect the Crystal Empire, I guess.
Protected from what?
I didn't help Twilight with that part.
A little bit of foreshadowing there. Hey, Starlight.
Hey, Twilight, can I ask you something about the Crystal Empire?
Huh, funny you should mention it, because I just narrowed your first friendship lesson down to 3 options, and one of them is in the Crystal Empire.
Okay.
Oh, really?
I
That's
found
convenient.
out that's where the first pony you ever cared about lives.
Sunburst?
Of course, it's just one idea. We could also do Stone. Making friends with a griffin is a challenge all by itself. Or we could
I've seen hints that we were going to see Sunburst. I didn't know for sure.
Starlight? Is something wrong?
What? Oh, no. Those all sound great.
I know! I guess you were right. It is gonna be hard to choose one.
We all know which one she's going
Yeah.
to choose.
I am never gonna find my way around this place.
Starlight, have you ever heard of knocking first?
I don't know, Spike. Twilight's figuring out what my first friendship lesson is, and I guess I'm not exactly thrilled with the options. Well, with one of them.
Which one?
Reuniting me with my first friend.
What's so terrible about that?
I love that new main style.
When we were fools,
Flashback.
Sunburst knew everything there was to know about magic.
Nice.
He always knew just what to do. And he
Okay.
was always there to help me. I guess it's not surprising that Sunburst got his cutie mark in magic and went off to Princess Celestia's school.
Okay, it's a cute.
When he
Okay.
You played
That's-
the cutie
that's
mark,
making
you
more
told
sense
them
now.
to theirs, and when Twilight and the others stopped you, you went back in time and almost destroyed Equestria.
Not really stuff I'm super eager to tell Sunburst about. I mean, he's probably some big important wizard now, and I can't even find my way around Twilight's castle.
Then why didn't
Well,
you
if Sunburst is that good at magic,
track him down?
maybe he'd
Never
appreciate
mind.
your, exploits. You should talk to Twilight about it. I'm sure she'd want to hear what you have to say.
I know, but I don't want her to think I'm not ready to learn, or that I'm not grateful for everything she's doing.
Spike, come quick!
Oh, special delivery? Nice!
Crystalling invitation!
Shining Armor's a father. I'm an aunt.
Woohoo!
Well, this says it. Since we're going to the Crystal Empire, your first friendship lesson is going to be reuniting with Sunburst.
Of course. Oh man. This gets, I don't know if it's gonna go anywhere, but I'm just starting to get a little bit of a Harry Potter vibe with Sunburst here. Especially with that invitation floating in like that. I don't know.
Applejack, what is that?
Oh, just a little something for the youngin'.
Make for genuine
Oh!
apple trees.
Oh!
For all the apples. And any pony related to Twilight is practically family.
That is adorable!
It's okay, but it's no Cloudsdale Mobile.
Oh no.
Ooh, pretty.
Nice. Way to break it, Pinky.
Mobile is real nice, as long as you have something to lay in so you can look at it.
And a fetching blanket to keep you warm. I'm sure Shining Armor and Princess Cadence will love
Okay,
all
Fluttershy,
of
what do you
this,
got?
But I think they're more happy we'll be attending the baby's crystalling. I can't wait to see
Where's
all that
Fluttershy
will
anyway?
make the crystal heart even more sparkly and shiny. Actually, Pinky, the crystal heart is an ancient and powerful relic. Without its magic, the Crystal Empire would be lost to the frozen north.
Wow, this crystalling sounds pretty important. I'd understand if you wanted to, you know, wait to do a different friendship lesson when
That's
we
not
get
gonna
back.
work, Starlight.
Are you kidding? This trip is perfect. Not only do I get to see the baby and take part in the ceremony that helps maintain the magic of the Crystal Empire, but I'm starting my new pupil off with the most amazing friendship lesson ever. I can't wait.
It's the Twilight trifecta.
Right. Me neither. Actually, Twilight, I am a little worried about meeting Sunburst.
Oh, trust me. I know what it's like to see old friends, but I'll be right there to help things along. I've broken the whole lesson down into a few easy steps to ensure this reunion goes off without a hitch.
Oh, Twilight. The more things change, the more they stay the same.
Step 1, head to Sunburst's house and get you two started on the right hoof. Step 2, get to the castle with enough time to visit the baby. Shining armor!
Okay, he's wasted.
Twilight.
I didn't know you were meeting us.
Of course I am. It's me, right here. Here I am. Why wouldn't I come meet my sister? Though we have met before.
Are you alright?
Better. Being a
No.
father is amazing and wonderful and amazing and confusing and amazing, but surprising too, you know? I mean, not that you know. You wouldn't know, I know. You know? Sorry. I haven't really slept since Cadence had the baby.
Oh, this is
Come
great.
on. She hasn't either. It sure would be great to get a break.
Oh, of course. I don't
And
know
you're
what I
gonna
was
get stuck
thinking.
with the big. Oh,
I
this
need
is
all
good.
kinds of help. I'm sorry, Starlight, but I guess combining your first lesson with this visit wasn't such a good idea.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. You're an aunt now. That's
Eh.
way more important than some friendship lesson.
I just wish there was a way to do
No,
both.
she's gonna see Sunburst at some point.
Maybe
Guarantee it.
there is. You've already done the work for Starlight's lesson with this list. All we have to do is follow it.
Spike, you're a genius.
Spike for the win.
Genius. Then it's settled. Shining Armor and I will head straight to the castle, and you two can head straight to Sunburst's.
Aye, aye, princess.
Poor Shining Armor.
All right, big brother. Let's
Boy,
go see
Fluttershy's
this
been awful
amazing
quiet so
baby
far.
pony.
I know you're a little worried about this reunion, but I'm sure Twilight's got everything covered.
Everything except how I'd rather do absolutely anything else.
Well, I bet she's taken that into account too. It's all part of the lesson. Trust the lesson.
Right.
Yeah, Twilight usually does think of almost everything.
Is
Still
that
have that
you?
statue.
Yep, it sure is. According to the list, Sunburst's house is...
Why is there a statue of you in the Crystal Empire? Because Spike bravely saving all of us from King Sombra.
And then again during the Equestria Games.
Really?
Oh boy.
Big fan.
When were you gonna tell me about this?
Nah, it's no big deal.
It most certainly is!
Hey, don't stroke his ego
We're
anymore.
not going anywhere until I get the whole story.
Oh. Random popcorn. All right.
Before we go in, I should probably tell you, seeing the baby might be a bit of a shock.
Here's the
Big
leak
brother,
clip.
I've met babies before. I expect meeting this one won't be any different. Of course, I could be wrong. The baby is an alicorn?
It looks that way.
But I thought alicorn wings had to be earned by accomplishing some great princess-worthy deed.
Yeah, so we thought.
How can you just be born with them? The birth of an alicorn is something Equestria has never seen.
It is beyond even our understanding.
Ooh!
That's not very reassuring. Wow! A unicorn and
Wow!
a princess, so she could be a super strong flyer and have crazy baby magic! Well, I know all about super strong flying. And I can help keep tabs on her magic.
Okay.
appears her magic is more powerful than that of a newborn unicorn.
The clouds have already started to gather.
This crystalline is gonna be some party.
Do you think we should call it off?
We've all faced a lot worse than baby magic. I can't imagine canceling such a beautiful and important ceremony over something so potentially adorable.
Okay.
In light
That was
of
awesome.
one's abilities, this crystalling might be more important than ever. Perhaps you should address your subjects and remind them of that.
A little sleep first would be nice. Oh!
Shining armor, do you have everything you need for the ceremony?
Huh? Oh no!
Uh-oh.
I still have to interview the honor guards, choose the purity crystal, and pick a crystaller!
All right, take it easy. Pinky can
Hey,
stay
little
with me
sister's
and
here to
keep an
help.
eye on the baby.
And we'll all help you with everything else.
That is if you can
Have
stay
a good
awake
nap.
long enough to tell us how.
And that's how we found the Crystal Heart, defeated King Sombra, and saved the Empire.
Tell them what about the Equestrian Games?
Well, as much as I love reliving my heroic deeds, Starlight and I have an important lesson to do by order of the Princess of Friendship.
Oh, come on, Spike. I want to hear about the games too.
I know you're nervous about seeing Sunburst, but it says right in step 3 to, deal with your fears by facing them, not by putting it off.
Let's go get this over with.
I love the random popcorn gag.
Wait!
What?
Knocking on the door isn't the next thing on the list.
Seriously?
I know Twilight can be a little nitpicky, but this is your first lesson as her pupil, and it's important that we do it right.
Fine. What's the next thing on the list?
Before they see each other, make sure to highlight the importance of the meeting.
I'm pretty sure we can skip that.
I don't know. I mean, if we skip it, the whole lesson could go south. And then you might end up taking a giant step backwards instead of forwards. Maybe you'll never be able to learn anything about friendship at all. It's almost like your whole future depends on this moment. Highlight the importance of the meeting. Check. I can't believe
Well,
you
she
wanted
should
to
know a
skip
thing or
that.
two about that after what she did. Everything can hinge on one event. Call that a knock?
Sunburst?
Yes? What can I do for you?
It's me, Starlight. We
Who?
used to be friends?
Of course. Starlight. My goodness, it's been a long time. What have you been up to?
Me? Oh!
Okay, not
you know,
quite the response
some
I was
of this,
expecting.
Some of that. Different stuff. Right now, I'm sort of Twilight Sparkle's new pupil.
The Princess of Friendship?
Well, that rang a bell.
Yeah, that's actually kind of why I'm here. I mean, I know you're probably very busy.
What do you mean?
Well, I figured after magic school you'd go on to do important wizard work, but
Oh, no. Yes! Yes, that's me, yep.
Okay,
We're
they
wizards.
both
Real
got
busy with lots of,
skeletons in the closet, I
wizarding
think.
Stuff. Right. Well, good to see you.
Huh. Maybe we should have skipped highlighting the importance of the meeting after all.
well, I guess that's that.
Starlight,
Not
come
so
on.
fast.
We have to at least explain what Twilight wants.
Dearest citizens, I
Okay.
am sure you are all just as thrilled and ready for this crystalling as myself and Shining Armor.
Well, he doesn't look any better.
I'm not ready.
Take it easy. Just pick whoever looks the most like honor guard material.
Right. Right. I'm sorry. Fatherhood is way more stressful than I ever thought.
I can only imagine. Now, I know
That should be one of the honor guards. I don't
it's
know.
a very important decision. So, I have gone through the trouble of arranging them in order from incredibly pure to outrageously pure. Rarity, don't they all sort of look the same?
Yep.
Oh, well, to the untrained eye, perhaps. What do you think, Shining Armor?
I don't know!
I hope Twilight and Pinky are having better luck with the
That
baby.
guy's just gonna totally snap and lose it pretty soon.
At least she's having Pinky, hold her still.
This is like Pound and Pumpkin Cake on steroids.
So, the Princess of Friendship wants you and I to be friends again?
Oh man.
I know. Weird, right?
Oh, I don't understand. Did something happen to you after I left for magic school?
What? No! I don't see what that has to do with anything. Why would you even ask that?
Of course, said Harry Potter. What I'm thinking of now is Merlin.
Did something happen to you after you left for magic school?
Yes, do
What?
tell.
No. Like you said, I'm a important wizard.
Right.
I'm sure there's something on Twilight's list that can help here.
Let's see, did Mommy Daddy force
Okay,
magic school
I
on him
chose
and
the
he's
honor
not
guard, picked
actually...
the purity crystal, and I know
that good at- well,
exactly
he's
who I
got his
want
cheating
to be
mark
our
magic, though.
crystaller. So, all we need is...
The baby?
Here! She's a really strong liar!
Way to go, Twilight. Oh. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
I'm guessing that's gonna make it hard to do the crystalline.
It's worse than that. Without the heart, the Crystal Empire is about to be buried under a mountain of ice and snow.
That's not good! Okay! That is most definitely not good! Yeah, I went right from thinking it was hilarious that we've got, like, Sonic Boom crying to that. Love this little outro theme they got here. Wow, okay. Not gonna spend too long here because I want to get right to the second part, but man, oh man, I did not see that coming somehow with Sunburst. I just never, the thought never occurred to me that he isn't doing some awesome, magic thing and whatever. So, yeah, it definitely looks a little bit of a recluse there. So actually, I'm wondering how he ended up in the Crystal Empire. Obviously, he hasn't been there the whole time since Magic School because the Crystal Empire only came back like 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, or whatever it was. So, yeah, definitely want to see what's going on there. But Flurry Heart, you just screwed over the Crystal Empire. Oh man. All right. Get this queued up here. Shrink this window down so I can see what I'm doing here. Sorry about the delay. All right. The Crystalling Part 2, starting now.
I still can't believe you're letting me stay here as your pupil.
Shining Armor's a father!
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have opened the Red Bull.
Lesson is going to be reuniting with Sunburst!
Yes, that's me, yep. Important wizard.
The baby is an alicorn? so she could be a super strong flyer and have crazy baby magic. Without the heart,
Jack Jack.
Crystal Empire
From The Incredibles, she's Jack Jack. Theme song again. Okay. I really wish we would have gotten more about what's happened to Starlight between season 5 finale and now. I feel like we're missing something in a gap there. I don't know, maybe we'll get to the bottom of it yet here. But... Alright, here we go.
So, not only can we not take part in a fabulous ancient ceremony, but we're also about to be frozen solid. Without the Crystal Heart's magical
about
protection, the entire city's about to become a winter wasteland.
But what about when King Sombra ruled the Crystal Empire?
So day
and
after
Crystal
tomorrow?
Heart was missing. The city wasn't covered in snow then.
The heart wasn't missing. It was still in the castle. King Sombra had just hidden it.
I'm
Excellent
afraid
point.
Twilight is correct, and the storm clouds are already forming.
I can totally fly up there and bust those puppies. No problem.
No.
I wouldn't advise it, Rainbow Dash. Those storm clouds are not like the ones you know.
This far north, the weather has a will of its own. And now it will only grow stronger, enveloping everything in its path.
Including the Crystal Empire.
And us along with it.
There's gotta be something.
I know Princess Twilight is keen on the two of us rekindling our friendship, but it's been so long. I don't see how anything on that list is going to help.
I know, right? It's not
Okay,
like there's
theory.
some spell that would magically compel
Starlight,
us to pick up where
Sunburst
we left
are gonna
off.
pull together and
Actually,
somehow
there's several.
save the Crystal Empire
Miss
here.
Maine's Material Amity, Rockhoof's Rapport, Flash Prance's Fellowship. But I get the feeling the princess isn't looking for a spell.
Definitely not.
Got it! And if all else fails, ask them to share an embarrassing moment from their past. Maybe even something they regret.
Uh-oh.
I don't see how that would help.
Yeah, we should just get out of your mane. It's pretty obvious this isn't going how Twilight hoped, and I'm sure you have plenty of important work
Yeah,
to
check
do.
the weather outside, maybe?
What? Right, yes. No rest for the wizardly.
Come on, Spike.
You not see the weather! Alright.
There must be a spell that can restore the Crystal Heart.
Perhaps. But it isn't something that either of us know.
The library here at the castle is nearly as extensive as the one in Canterlot. There's a good chance we can find something there.
Can you hold off the storm?
Yes, for a time, but even our magic will eventually succumb to the power of the frozen north.
We will do what we can, but you must hurry.
Hey, look! They're actually going to do something mildly useful! Way to go!
I don't know how long it will take to find the right spell, but you should probably tell the crowd outside to get somewhere warm.
And try not to mention the Crystal Heart. We don't want to start a panic.
Yes, ma'am. Come on, girls.
Yeah, because we all know how that went over
I'm
last
gonna need
time.
all of your help. The Crystal Library is enormous.
You can count on us, Twilight.
Oh. No, she's got to teleport!
Where'd she go?
Uh-oh.
This way!
Well, Spike, looks like my biggest fears came true. I wouldn't be surprised if Twilight decides to give up on me entirely.
Oh, no.
It's not your fault. I'm the one who said all we needed was this list.
It's not the list.
Where is that gonna go?
Or Twilight. I'm
So
the
it's just a
one
little busy
Sunburst
right
doesn't
now.
want to be friends with.
I don't remember him saying he didn't want to be friends.
He didn't have to say it.
Well, Twilight obviously thinks you're worth being friends with, and I do too.
Thanks, Spike.
Aw.
At least I have 2 friends, even if one of them has dragon breath.
Ooh!
That's not dragon breath. It's freezing.
Oh, you're right. But
I thought the crystal heart was supposed to keep the cold weather
How
out.
did you not notice
It
that
is,
until
unless
now?
something's happened. Come on.
We're just saying that it might not be the best idea to stay outside.
I camped out all night for this spot. I'm not about to just give it up.
Still, when you think about it, the view is just as good a little further back, like inside your house.
Yeah, right.
The crystalling ceremony is one of our most sacred traditions. And when that
The Twilight fan.
crystal heart, I plan to be as close to the action
Pins
as
Cutie Mark.
Honestly, I don't know if there's gonna be a crystalline. The truth is,
Something tells me that guy's gonna get a
she's an
fan
alicorn,
name.
and her magic's plumb crazy, so you might not want to be that close after all.
A baby alicorn? Wow.
Oh, AJ, you just...
Oh, those little wings are probably so cute. I know, right?
Way to spill the beans, AJ.
100% sure the crystalling isn't happening.
No crystalling, huh? Then why are they starting a fireworks show?
Oh, there, Dashi.
Come back here.
Oh, man.
Ride-a-Buck's boat chants, hay-hubs and tournaments, mystic maps and mazes. Anything up there? Not yet.
Is the baby gonna find the book?
Sure how these are organized. Shining armor? I thought you were taking
I swear,
care of the
Scootaloo's
baby.
gotta be so jealous right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Or not.
Don't you guys have an anti-teleportation spell or something? Yeah, Starlight, do something useful. You're super powered.
What's going on? You want the log?
You have to ask?
Short? Baby's an alicorn and she accidentally destroyed the crystal heart, so Twilight and Cadence are looking for a spell to put it back together and save the crystal empire from turning into a giant wasteland of ice and snow. Oh.
That was the short version?
What about this?
Hello.
Twilight Tome of Reliquary? I think this is it. Spell of Relic Reconstitution. I can't believe we found it.
There you go.
It's a good thing, too. Without this, I don't know what we'd do.
And that book's gonna get destroyed. Called it!
That spell was the only thing we found in the whole library that
Oh,
was
man.
needed.
I'm so sorry, Twilight.
It's not your fault, Starlight. None of us were expecting any of this.
Do you think you can remember the spell?
Hey, isn't there another book with a spell to
Any pony
restore a
exactly
destroyed
remembers
book?
what she read for the first time 2 minutes ago. It's you, Twilight. I'll try, but I'm not sure how long it'll take. Is quickly an option?
I'll help if I can, but we should evacuate the city just in case. You need to lead every pony to the train station before the tracks freeze over.
We will, but between you and Twilight, I'm sure you'll remember the spell.
I only hope this spell is the one we need.
Hope you have photographic memory there, Twilight.
Is there anything I can do?
I don't think so. I'm just sorry about your lesson.
Oh, that doesn't matter now. Sunburst and I don't have anything in common anyway. He's a big, important wizard.
No, he's
And
not.
I'm relearning everything I ever thought I knew.
Sunburst? I don't recognize the name, but if he's an important wizard, you should bring him here. Maybe he'll know what to do if the spell fails.
Of course!
Called it.
You better go with her, Spike.
Again, I just gotta say, Luna and Celestia doing something useful is awesome!
Haven't you looked outside?
Snow? That's not right. The crystal heart.
It's
Duh.
gone! The baby! Shining Armor and Cadence's baby!
Continuous
It's
cameos, it's
alicorn.
awesome.
Really?
Really? And her magic is a little berserk, and well, I guess she destroyed the heart.
Little?
But Twilight thinks she can fix it, and Princess Cadence thought you could help.
Me?
Of course! You're an important wizard in the Crystal Empire. It just makes sense.
Confession time.
Right. You know, I'd like to help. I really would. I just have so much, important wizard work to do around here.
Huh?
You can't stay here!
Did I mention this was a royal crystalling? When the crystaller holds the young one aloft,
That mustache
all of the
is
Empire will
awesome.
share their joy and light, and the crystal
He has that
heart will be
mustache
stronger
called Cutie
than
Mark.
it ever has before.
It really is a moving ceremony.
I really don't think it's going to happen.
Come on! It's freezing out here! This is the Crystal Empire. We've seen snow before.
Not like this. We don't have time to.
That sounds like something a Minnesotan would say.
Evacuate the city.
But the crystalling,
I don't know if we'll ever have another crystalling again. The crystal heart is shattered.
Way to go, Shining.
It's not safe here.
That's what we've been trying to tell you.
No, I guess it was necessary to get him to evacuate.
Sunburst, I know you're busy, but did you hear what I said?
No, I heard you. But like I said, when you're an important wizard, the work just piles up.
Sunburst!
That's up.
Starlight, I want to help. I do. But I can't. I wish I could.
What do you mean?
Fixing an ancient relic? I can't even come close to doing something like that.
But I thought you were an important wizard.
Did you fail magic school?
Well, you were wrong, okay? I'm not an important wizard. I'm not even a wizard at all.
I called it, but give me details.
I know it's hard for you to understand, but not all of us end up achieving greatness.
What? Why wouldn't I understand that?
Really? You're the protege of the Princess of Friendship. I don't think she picks just any pony for that.
That's true, but
Technically, she's more of a student than a protege.
not helping Spike.
I'm sorry I'm not the big important wizard you were expecting.
Sunburst, I don't care if you're a wizard or not. I'm just surprised. You always knew so much about magic. I mean, look at all these books.
Yeah, well, reading about magic is one thing, but you don't know what it was like at magic school. To know so much and not be able to do any of it.
Well, you don't know what it was like to be left behind. And then getting so bitter that you steal the cutie marks from an entire village, and then get defeated by Twilight and her friends. So you travel through time to get back at them, but they beat you again and teach you about friendship, but you're so terrified ponies will find out what you did that you can't make any friends!
Wow. There it all is.
Did you really travel through time?
That's what he cares about.
I'm sorry we lost touch. Maybe if I had reached out, you could have helped me at magic school, and I could have helped you to...
Not become totally evil?
Yeah, that.
Let's just say, I know what it's like to have something you're not exactly proud of.
When you showed up thinking I was some big wizard, I'm sorry. I should have told you the truth.
It's fine. At least we worked it all out. I think Twilight would be proud of us.
Yeah, now
Everyone
time to
tell
save the
me
day.
about it. We should probably leave now.
I forgot to tell you, they're evacuating the city. You need to get to the train station. Unless you've got a spell here
Okay,
that will drive
he
back
can't do
towards the
magic,
north and
but
fix the
he
crystal heart so
knows
we can have a crystal
everything about magic, and Starlight can do powerful magic.
Of course!
Those two are gonna fix this. Or at least help in some significant way. Wow.
Push them back, my sister!
Wow. Oh my word. Oh, wings are freezing out. That's not good.
Just a little bit further, y'all. The station's just ahead.
Okay, what do you got?
To go back.
I know how to stop this!
I think that's everything.
It looks right to me, but there's only one way to find out.
Carefully, you probably only got one shot at this. Not quite. Nope!
The spell failed. I don't know what else to do.
An old student of mine believes he does.
Oh!
The baby did this?
I tried putting it back together with...
The spell
Old
of relic
student of
reconstitution. That won't do.
Celestia's... Oh!
The crystal heart's been around for millennia. Restoring a relic like this is magic way beyond one spell. You need to combine it with something else. Something unique to the relic itself. Something that strengthens it and provides it with power.
the crystalling.
Combining that spell with the light and love of every pony gathered for the ceremony.
Didn't call that, but that's
together
awesome.
With Somnambula's weather abjuration to clear away the snow, and a little fledgling's forbearance for the parents.
Oh!
That should curb the little one's power fluctuations.
Yes!
You must be Sunburst. Starlight said you were a powerful wizard.
He just knows
I'm
a lot.
No wizard.
Huh? But he studied magic his whole life. You should see his house. And since no pony has any better ideas, what do we have to lose?
I had planned on asking Twilight to be our crystaller, but since it seems like she'll be busy...
Oh, nice.
Well, what are we waiting for?
It's gonna work this time, of course. Yes! Ooh. But is she gonna turn into like the crystal look?
Citizens, may I present the newest member of the Crystal Empire?
She is beautiful. Oh, it's just so moving.
Hello. Ooh. Nice. We're going crystal. Woohoo! Yes. Rarity's probably going nuts again right now.
Best crystalline ever! For a pony who isn't great at magic, you did pretty well.
Indeed. I'm glad to see you found a way to share your unique gift, Sunburst. You may be more of a wizard than you think.
You would not believe the crazy weather that delayed our train. Came out of nowhere.
But it was all worth it to see this peaceful little angel.
Did not see that coming.
So sweet. Come to your grandmare.
Yeah, peaceful now, anyway.
I suppose that spell really did the trick.
Uh-oh. Nice. Spell worked.
We have Sunburst to thank for that.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he takes his role as crystaller seriously. Something tells me the baby will need a pony like him to look to for magical advice.
Cadence, darling. Aren't we gonna name the poor little dear, or are we gonna spend the entire visit just calling her the baby?
We were thinking...
What Twilight's
Flurry
parents'
Heart.
names?
You know, to remember the occasion.
Goodness, how could any pony forget? I think it's lovely.
That makes sense now.
Well, I think you're the Crystal Empire's big, important wizard. Whether you like it or not.
I don't know if I'll have time for any wizarding. I'm a crystaller now. That's a big responsibility.
I can't think of any pony more qualified. Just promise you'll stay in touch?
Like I'd ever lose touch with my oldest friend.
Oh, yes. Yes.
What's wrong, Twilight?
I don't know, Spike. I think I have a lot to learn about being a teacher.
What are you talking about? Your lesson went perfectly. Starlight and Sunburst got over their past and rekindled their friendship.
No thanks to me. I know a lot happened. I just wish I could have given my pupil the attention she deserves.
Oh, like Celestia
I
did
know
for
she
you.
needed to be put on the right path, but giving her the space to make her own decisions worked pretty well. Isn't that how Celestia taught you?
See, what did I just say?
You know, I never thought about it, but I guess it is.
Maybe you're a better teacher than you thought.
All right. See if I can catch some of the voice acting names here. Ah, going too fast. Whew. Wow, 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 wow. All right, I'm just real quick gonna go back and take a peek at that credits list. Okay. Ian Hanlon is Sunburst and Pin Pony. Hey, we've got a canon name, Pin Pony. Oh, Tara Strong did Mrs. Sparkle. That's all we get is Mrs. Sparkle. Okay. And okay, what's that? Andrew Francis as Shining Armor and Mr. Sparkle. Keeping it in the family. That makes sense. Oh, Tabitha St. Germain does Flurry Heart. All right. Mustache Crystal Pony. Mustache Crystal Pony. Okay. Stubborn Crystal Pony. All right. Well, I was hoping for actual names for Twilight's parents, but so much happened there. This is flat out got to be one of the best two-parters in this entire series. Oh. Alright. I'm going to cut this right here because my mind is just too buzzing too much right now to figure this out. So I'm going to go watch this again, and I will be back in a little while. Next few seconds for you guys, but I'm going to come back later after I've organized my thoughts and can give a rundown on this. So catch you in just a bit here. Hey everyone, I'm back. Okay, so I've done a second watch and compiled a list of thoughts here. I'm going to try and make this as brief as I can. Right away to start off with, Starlight Glimmer. Major focus of this episode. Confirmed as pupil of Twilight's, or student of Twilight's, as we all suspected, but is clearly stated, so great. Love the new main style. Again, I really wish we had seen why she got that and whatever, because I don't think we've ever seen a character in this entire series like do a permanent change of their main style. Not that I can remember. There's been altered ones for fancy dress up, and then they go back to normal afterwards. So I feel like that's very symbolic of the fact that she's trying to leave the past in the past and become a new person, a new pony, and moving on. So I love the new look. I love the symbolism of that. So yeah, I wish you knew more about that, but whatever. It's not that important. But I still feel like there's kind of a gap a little bit between where things were left with her in the finale of season 5 and where we started here. I mean, it's not a huge gap, but I mean, is she just now getting started in the friendship lessons? I mean, Twilight just created that ridiculously long list. So apparently not actual very much time has passed between the finale and this premiere. So which works great with the short hiatus too, actually. So anyway, I like those alternate lesson ideas that Twilight had narrowed down, though. Making a friend with the Griffin, or even tagging along with an adventure on with the CMC. Wow. I gotta say, I'm perfectly okay with that, because the way Starlight is now after having watched this, I have no problems with her being anywhere near the CMC. So their cutie marks are safe. Sunburst. Cutie mark that he got makes a lot more sense now. It wasn't so much a cutie mark in magic as it was magic knowledge. And interestingly, that flashback, we got a little bit more of the story from of the backstory than what we got in season 5. That one scene especially where she spilled the glass of juice or whatever it was, and he started to mop it up a little bit with a rag, and then she pulled out a whole batch of cleaning equipment, mops and pails of soapy water and everything, and just cleaned up the whole place in an instant. That right there, Starlight has always had a significant skill and talent in actual spell casting. But what's now clear is that Sunburst, he wasn't so much the spell caster as he was the I don't know what you call it, but he's the person with the pony with the knowledge. He's done all the studying. He knows magic inside and out, even if he can't actually utilize it that well. So, and wow, he's a student of Celestia's. Where did that come from? That sort of answers the questions, and then also goes like way beyond and creates a whole lot of other questions. So, like, okay, Sunset Shimmer, Sunburst, Twilight Sparkle. How many students has Celestia had? How does she pick the students? And, well, and Sunburst specifically, like, how did he end up leaving Celestia's tutelage? And when? Was that before or after Sunset Shimmer? I mean, there's just so many questions there. But I'm still wondering if he didn't sort of kind of flunk out of the school or something, or at least decide to quit because he didn't feel like he was that good at it, or some such thing. I really have my doubts Celestia would have flunked him. I would go with he probably left. But how he ended up in the Crystal Empire, I still don't know, but whatever. Yeah. It's like, where's the CMC when Sunburst needed help figuring out how to use his talent? But no, Sunburst and Starlight Glimmer, those two make an awesome team. Yes, I ship it. Okay, fine, it's out there. I ship it. But beyond that, those two, I give you Starburst, a powerhouse duo as a successor, a team successor to Starswirl the Bearded. With Starlight's power of spellcasting and Sunburst's knowledge of magic, those two could, wow, they could just do awesome stuff. So I look forward to seeing more of those two for sure. All right, moving on from that. Spike. Spike was great in this episode overall. There was some funny moments with, him in front of the mirror looking all, like, all manly and whatever, some things like that. Some funny moments without just, throwing him under the bus on stuff, which is great. Yes, unfortunately, he still got the ego issue to a point with the whole Crystal Empire stuff, but I really got to give him credit. Even though he embellished in that a little bit, he knew when to dial it back and stop, because he knew Starlight had to move on and deal with Sunburst. And Spike actually stepped up and volunteered to help her out so that Twilight could go attend to other duties. Wow, Spike, I'm Josh Haber, I give you credit, man. You have, just like that, given Spike a little bit of advancement in his character. Just like that. I'm impressed. I can't wait to see. I'm really hoping we get a good Spike episode that focuses on him, because I want to see where this goes. So, yeah, so just overall, he did very well as a support character in this episode. you know, he helped great when he was needed, and he knew when to step back and get out of the way when he wasn't needed. So that's kind of actually continuing from his role in season 5, the finale as well. So great on that. Okay, Flurry Heart. Wow. Yeah, I just about completely lost it with that sneeze. Oh my word. That was epic. That was truly epic. But no, what was even more awesome than that, Celestia, or was Luna or Celestia's admission that this has never happened before. There has never been an Alicorn born in Equestria as an Alicorn. So a whole bunch of headcanon just got wrecked right there, I'm sure. Celestia and Luna apparently were not born as Alicorns, and there is no inherent Alicorn race in Equestria. At least there didn't used to be. Flurry Heart's apparently the first one. So yeah, that, I gotta say, some people are hating that, I'm sure. Some people are loving that. I personally love it. But regardless of whether you love it or hate it, that is going to be the vehicle for exploring a whole new path of information, or doing a whole new exploration into the origin of Alicorns and what their magic is like, how they're created, and things like that. I bet we're going to get more on that in this season. I cannot wait to get more information on that. Yeah, that her magic. Jack from The Incredibles. Flurry Heart was totally Jack. Oh man, and the name, I hadn't really ever stopped to think about at any point in these 2 episodes what was behind the name Flurry Heart. Then of course at the end it was revealed, oh, the whole snow thing and the crystal heart. Yeah, it makes perfect sense now. So to anybody who didn't like the name, hey, at least it makes sense, okay? So move on from that. Speaking of the crystal heart, I'm a little confused on that one, because about it protecting the Crystal Empire from the evil snow weather and whatever. Actually, interesting bit on too is that the weather, it has a mind of its own in the frozen north, unlike the rest of Equestria. That goes down some fan fiction paths I've been reading. That's actually a very interesting thing for that to come up in canon now. So hope to learn more about that at some point. But anyway, I feel like the argument is a little weak for the Crystal Heart to... It wasn't gone, it was still in the palace, just hidden in the palace by Sombra. So apparently, in that state, it was incapable of protecting against Sombra from reinvading the Crystal Empire, yet it still had the power to keep the weather out. That seems a little bit weak there, but okay, fine, I'll buy that. But yeah, when you destroy the whole dang thing, yeah, you're screwed. I did not expect to see that happen at all. Yeah. So yeah, way to go, Flurry Heart. And then, well, and for that matter, I couldn't help but thinking, with all the crazy magic and stuff, okay, there's spells for everything. Why isn't there a spell to like help suppress and tone down her crazy Alicorn magic? And spells did get highlighted in this 2-parter. We have a spell of Relic Reconstitution. There is a spell for helping to clear the weather. There is a spell for suppressing the baby Alicorn magic. Apparently there was multiple spells, according to Sunburst, for compelling 2 old friends to pick up where they left off when they split apart all those years ago. That's actually kind of creepy. So, like, why was there no spell to just magically restore the contents of the book that got zapped in the library with the spell they needed to repair the Crystal Heart? I mean, if you're really going to go that far with it, there's this... well, then we wouldn't have had the story where Starlight and Sunburst were needed to put it back together. So, yeah. But I just can't help but feel like people that, poke fun at how unicorns and alicorns in general are just so overpowered in terms of spellcasting. I have to admit, this is starting to get a bit ridiculous. But hey, it's a fun show, so whatever. Take it for what it is. Yes, Celestia and Luna being useful. Okay, I gotta say, Luna has been useful, and her, her ventures into other ponies' dreams. She has been a very useful character in that regard. She's definitely seen a lot of screen time, a lot more so than Celestia, where she's been a significant character of focus. As I said in my season 6 wish list, I really wanted to see more focus on these two. This episode really wasn't focusing on them, so I still haven't got my wish yet. But big credit to the writers for allowing Celestia and Luna to, have them go up and trying to hold back the storm. Like, Celestia is just never there. She's always gone or tied up with something when things are on the line. She was actually up there right beside her sister, doing their darndest to hold back the storm. Major props on that. I loved seeing that. So give us more of that, please. Okay, and then moving on from that bit to Twilight specifically, is noted at the end there that Twilight felt like she'd become a failure as a teacher because she had been too caught up with things to help Starlight with her issues and such. Like, that is exactly what Celestia has done to Twilight. Celestia has never been around for the most part, just pops in every once in a while, and sometimes at total random, and for the most part just leaves Twilight to figure stuff out on her own with the help of her friends. And like it or love it, that is exactly what Twilight is now doing to Starlight. I mean, she basically left Starlight and Spike to go figure things out on their own after giving the initial push and direction. And, quite frankly, I feel like that's actually great. I don't like the idea of a whole bunch of, breathing down her neck and micromanaging and things like that. That was great for her to just go off and figure that out kind of on her own and come to terms with what happened between her and Sunburst. So yeah, that was just a great little comparison there. And then, holy crap, Twilight's parents on the screen speaking. I did not see that one coming. Granted, I still wanted more. I've started to get my wish list item. But yeah, I want names, I want background, I want to know cute little stories of Twilight as a whole and things like that. We need a Grandma and Grandpa episode here. But this is a great start, okay? Don't get me wrong. I'm loving the fact that they've been given screen time and voices. That is just fantastic. So that was great. Sorry, I just need to circle back around again to a point I forgot to mention with Sunburst and Starlight. Somehow I've never put too much thought into the background of Sunburst. Like, what has he been up to all this time? I mean, I had asked the question, what has he been up to, but I didn't really put a lot of thought into it. And it's actually awesome that things really didn't work out that well for him either. That is because that now both Starlight and Sunburst, kind of had things in their past that they weren't proud of. They had expectations that they felt they were meant to meet, and they failed, and now they're just not where they want to be because of it. Granted, Starlight, I think, is in a bit worse position. Oh, that admission she had where, like, now she's scared that she'll never be able to make friends again because of what she did in the finale with the time travel stuff. That was awesome. That tells me right there that she is absolutely sincere in her and feeling sorry for what she did and wanting to now put things back on the right path and hopefully move forward. I mean, that is just reaching real deep right there. So that was great. Sunburst doesn't have quite as bit of a problem. It's just like he felt like he was expected to be a great wizard, and he's not. So just kind of lives alone and keeps studying. Almost a little bit of a Moon Dancer vibe there, honestly, in terms of being the recluse, study pony and whatever. So, yeah, I'd mentioned stuff like a Harry Potter vibe, a Merlin vibe. I guess none of those ideas really worked out that well in the grand scheme of things with him. I mean, still kind of had the Merlin vibe in terms of all the books and the outfit and such, but similarities kind of ended there. So anyway, but no, I love seeing the common ground between those two, which I think really is great for allowing the two to now reconnect and have something in common. So yeah, can't wait to see more of them going forward. I think that pretty much covers everything. Random thought. Mustache Pony, Steven Magnet, and Spike need to start a mustache club. That mustache was awesome on that pony. And Pin Pony, wow, yeah, I said, give those ponies names, man. I want to see more of those, more of them. That's great. Yeah, I think that covers everything, really. Josh Haber, dude, in my opinion, you have totally redeemed yourself. Friendship games had issues. We all know that. But I really thought the season 5 finale was great. Maybe not the best two-parter, but at least second best for me. It's hard with season 4 finale by comparison. But this, I'm not even sure how to rate this, okay? Because it occurred to me, this is the first two-parter we have had without a villain. Nightmare Moon, Discord, Chrysalis, come after Chrysalis, is that T-Rex then? And it's all these there's always been, T-Rex, and then Starlight Glimmer herself as a villain. We've always had a villain. There was no villain this time. It was the evilest thing in this one was the uncontrollable weather that was threatening to invade the Crystal Empire. So this was a great twist on story writing. Seriously. And honestly, this with the season 5 finale feels like a 4-parter, not just a 2-parter. There is significant continuity between the two. And it now makes sense why we got such a limited backstory for Starlight Glimmer in the season 5 finale, because we now got the rest of it here. And it didn't, if we would have gotten too much back then, would have made it hard to write for this one. So Josh Haber, seriously, I say great job. I'm sure there's still going to be people out there that are going to nitpick at things. Whatever, ignore them. Thanks for stepping up on this one, seriously. So this one, even though there wasn't a villain, I gotta say this was for me one of the best ones, just because we got so much awesome stuff in it. We've got characters on the path to redemption. We've got a new royal baby to contend with. We've got bomb drops like there's never been alicorns born before, and Celestia's had more students, and so on and so forth. And so many things. Twilight's parents. So yeah, one of the best two-parters, period. All right, coming up on 20 minutes here. I got to stop right here because I promised myself I would not do crazy things like half-hour plus commentaries. So if you're still watching, thanks for watching. I had a blast watching this finale. I cannot wait to see what we've got coming in Season 6. If this is any indication, it's going to be a wild ride. So stay tuned. I'll be back next week with the next episode reaction. And thanks again, everyone, for watching my stuff. We will catch you again soon.